Hello Java aspirants, this is Gaurav, an expert Java trainer. As per high demand from many people, I am commencing the Java discussion from scratch. Let's keep method and object relationship topic on the table today for discussion. What is methods? A method represents a group of statements that perform a task. A method has two parts, method header and method body. Method header contains a method name, method parameter, and method return data type. Method prototype is written in the form return data type, method name, parameter 1, parameter 2, and method body consists of a group of statements which contains logic to perform the task. It can be written in the following format. A method can never return more than one value. It is not compulsory in Java to catch the value returned by a method. Now, we can discuss about instance and static methods in Java. So what is instance methods? Instance methods are the methods which acts on the instance variable of the class. To call the instance methods, we should use the form object name dot method name. An instance variable is a variable whose separate copy is available to each object. Instance variables are created in the objects on the heap memory. Another is static methods. Static methods are the methods which do not act upon the instance variables of a class because JVM first executes the static methods and then only it creates the object. Since the objects are not available at the time of calling the static methods, the instance variables are also not available. Static methods are declared as static. Static methods are called using class name dot method name. Static methods can access static variables. Static variable is a class variable and for static methods is class method. A class variable is a variable whose single copy in memory is shared by all the objects. Any modification to it will also affect other objects. Class variables are stored on method area. Here is an example for instance variables that contains two classes. One is demo class, which is having instance variable y and method show. Another class instance var, which is having main function. Inside that we are creating two objects ob1 and ob2 and then doing pre-incrementation of instance variable in ob1 and then showing the updated value. Since instance variable will have a separate copy in each object as ob1 is having y value equals to 15 and ob2 is having y value equals to 15. When the value of an instance variable is modified in an ob1 and it incremented to 16, but it does not affect the instance variable value in other object ob2. So you can see the output also. Y value in ob1 is 16 but y value in ob2 is 15. If a class variable, static variables will have only one copy in memory and that is shared by all the objects, any modification to it will also affect other objects. Here we created two objects ob1, ob2 to test class. When x value in ob1 is incremented, the incremented value is seen in ob2 also. So here the output is y value in ob1 is 16 and y value in ob2 also 16. The execution sequence of JVM is the process where JVM executes first of all any static block in the Java program. Then it executes static methods. Remember, main is a static method. And then it creates any object needed by the program. Then finally it executes the instance methods. Remember, JVM executes a static block on highest priority basis and this syntax shows how to write static blocks. Next is the keyword this. This refers to the object of the present class. Generally, we write instance variables, constructors and method in a class. All these members are referred by this keyword. When an object is created to a class, a default reference is also created internally to the object. The default reference is nothing but this. So, this can refer all the things of the present object. Sometimes local variable and instance variable are having same name. Then the local variable hides the instance variables. In this code, the local variable is x and instance variable is also x. Inside the demo method, if we write x, it denotes by default the local variable only. Now the question is how to refer to the instance variable. For this purpose, we should use this keyword. Now demo method can be rewrite as here this.x refer to the present class instance variable and just x refer to the local variable. Next is instance methods. Instance methods can access instance variables and static variables directly. There are two types of instance methods. Access method that simply access or read the instance variable. They do not modify the instance variable. Another one is mutator methods. These methods are not only access the instance variable but also modify them. Now, how we can pass primitive data type and objects to the method. I have seen in so many places that primitive data types are passed to method by value and objects are passed to method by reference, but pass by reference is not valid in Java. Primitive data type like int, float, char, etc., objects, even object reference, everything is passed to the method by using pass by value or call by value concept. This means their bit by bit copy is passed to the method. Any modification to the object inside the method will not affect the original copy outside the method. So when we come out of the method, we find the original value unchanged. Another important discussion topic is how to create relationship between objects. There are three ways to relate objects in Java. First is reference. We will understand using reference with the help of example. Here are two classes. Class first, whose object is OB1, and class second, whose object is OB2. In this example, we are creating the reference of class second in class first. Using this reference, we can refer to the instance variable and methods of class second. So this is the first way. Second way to relate objects are using inner classes. To make instance variables not available outside the class, we use private access specifier before the variables. This is how we provide the security mechanism to variables. Similarly, in some cases, we want to provide security to the entire class. In this case, we can use private access specifier before the class. The problem is if we use private access specifier before a class, that class is not available to the Java compiler or JVM. So it is illegal to use private before a class in Java. But private specifier is allowed before an inner class, and that is useful to provide security for the entire inner class. Once private is used before the inner class, it is not available to other classes. So we can say inner class is safe. Inner class is a class that is defined inside another class. Inner class is hidden from other classes in its outer class. An object to the inner class cannot be created in other classes. An object to the inner class can be created only its outer class. Inner class can access the members of outer class directly. Inner class objects and outer class objects are created in separate memory location. Inner class object contains an additional invisible field, this that refers to its outer class objects. When same name are used, we can refer to outer class member in the inner class as outer class name dot this dot member, and the inner class member can be referred in the inner class as this dot member. Last topic is what is anonymous inner classes. It is an inner class whose name is not written in the outer class and for which only one object is created. It is very useful in writing implementation classes. And the third way to relate objects are inheritance, which we will discuss in another video that covers inheritance. So this is all about methods and object relations. Thank you for watching my video. Please keep watching my more videos to learn Java in an easy way. You can send me an email for any query to my email ID goforelearning@gmail.com. Thank you.